Welcome to the Kevin Dunn Show. Hope you're having a great day. I know you are. We're excited that you have taken the time out to join us. A special show on tap. We have history in the making right here in our studio today. Not only Coach of the Year, not only the coach of a 2A state championship high school team. We're going to introduce you our special guest when we come back from the commercial break.
The Kevin Dunn Show, brought to you in part by Rogers Barbecue, LaGrange, Georgia. Rogers Barbecue in LaGrange has been locally owned and operated since 1945. They have daily lunch specials for only $6.62, and that includes your drink and dessert. Tuesday nights from 5 to close is all-you-can-eat ribs. Thursday, Rogers has all-you-can-eat catfish, which, along with their stew, is famous throughout the region, and they proudly serve only U.S. farm-raised catfish. Dine in or use their convenient drive-thru, Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 117 New Franklin Road in LaGrange. Come join the crowd at Rogers Barbecue.
The name Good Old Country Buffet speaks for itself. When you come in to dine in at our family-oriented restaurant, that's what you will get, a Good Old Country Buffet. Our menu at Good Old Country Buffet changes out daily, offering you a wide variety of choices 7 days a week. Come and taste made-from-scratch recipes with over 100 items that are freshly prepared on a daily basis, along with extraordinary desserts. If you value family, if you value good food, you will value Good Old Country Buffet. So give Grandmother a week off and come eat with us at the Good Old Country Buffet. Life's dirty, play clean. SOS Cleaners, locally owned and operated in LaGrange with over 54 years of experience, is a full-service dry cleaners, and all cleaning is done on premises using environmentally friendly cleaning processes and practices. SOS Cleaners specializes in shirt laundry, alterations, furs and leather, formals, odor removal, wedding gown preservation, and fire restoration. We have a fully functional drive-thru, and same-day service is available upon request. Also, give them a call to find out their weekly specials. Life's dirty, play clean. And welcome back to the Kevin Dunn Show. Our special guest today is Coach Richard Carter. Coach Reverend Richard Carter.
Hey, man.
It's 2A state champions, Lanett High Panthers. It's been over a month. Has it sunk in yet?
The championship has sunk in, but with all of the activities going on around it and what has happened, and people won't let it die. And you know, it's been a long time coming for all of us, not just for myself personally, but for the people of Lanett, the people of the Valley, period. Going back to Valley High School, and old Rehoboth High School when I was there. It goes that far back.
Exactly.
We had opportunities, just never closed a deal, but this time the good Lord smiled on us.
He smiled us on it.
Yes, sir.
And he said the race is not given to the swift,
but to the one that endures to the end.
And you've endured 45 years. There's been some endurance.
Definitely. I recently spoke to a group of parents and students at the rec center. And I said to them, recently I've learned what a champion is, or how to become a champion, and it entails three things. You got to persevere, number one.
Right.
You got to have patience, number two. And then you got to learn how to and who to give praise to.
Okay, how to and who to.
That's right.
That's the key, right? That's the key.
Exactly.
We're going to rewind the tape just a little bit. 45 years ago. What made you get involved with coaching? Did you just do it in the beginning just for more money, or did you? What made you get involved?
Well, first of all, let me tell you, it was not money.
Okay.
Because the first two coaching jobs I had, first was in Bullock County. They didn't pay us for coaching, and the second one, when I came to Chambers County, we did not get paid for coaching.
Wow.
So I think they owe me.
They owe you. Exactly. Okay.
But what inspired me to go into coaching was my high school coach, Coach Arthur Dunn.
Okay.
I watched him. I worked alongside him and with him, and he is instrumental.
Okay.
In what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
I mean, can I tell you, let me just say this. When I was in high school, I actually started coaching then.
Okay.
Because many times Coach Dunn didn't have an assistant coach. And so what would happen, he'd have to go to meetings to Tuskegee, or he'd have to go to faculty meetings and things of that nature. And he'd give me the practice schedule. And he said, you run practice. And we had some gifted athletes back then, very gifted. And you know one thing, they never gave me a moment's problem. And I know why.
Because they had to speak to the boss.
They had to speak to the boss.
Okay, all right.
They went through those drills and whatever else we were doing, just as if he was in the gym.
Okay.
And I thank him for giving me that opportunity back then.
Okay.
And even now, he's my daddy.
Okay, he's your daddy. Okay, and we're going to bring him on the show later on because Coach Carter wanted him here as well, and we'll talk with him briefly just a little later on. So you started out then. So where was your first head coaching job?
My first head coaching job, believe it or not, when I was in Bullock County, I was the head football coach, head track coach, head baseball coach. Here again, following in Coach Dunn's footsteps. I did it all.
You did it all?
I was not the head basketball coach. A guy by the name of Roosevelt Sanders, who excels, and I was actually his assistant basketball coach and B team coach at that time. Taught me a lot of defensive basketball, a lot of it, and a lot about how to handle young people. I mean, which is a key, a real key, especially in coaching in these days and time.
Okay.
But Bullock County was my first job, and we had a lot of good athletes at that school, but that's where I got my start.
That's what you got to start. Okay. Now, fast forwarding just a little bit, when you came to Valley, you coached at Valley how many years, head basketball coach?
Well, first of all, when I first came to Valley, I was over at the junior high school, W.F. Burns, and I was over there for a year, coached the junior high school team, and then Coach Lockridge asked me to come over and assist him with football. So I came over to Valley High School, assisted him with football until he retired. Okay. And then at the same time, I went in to help Coach Dunn
again
with the basketball. Well, no, I couldn't get it. Didn't want to get rid of it.
Didn't want to get rid of it. Okay.
And he and I teamed up and put together some exciting basketball teams at Valley High School.
Yeah, did.
Some really exciting teams, and we thought we had a shot, and we came up a little short on a layup, Mr. Layup.
Was that the Sylacauga game?
That's the Sylacauga game.
Yeah, I cried after that game. I remember that. I was a little boy. My dad's last game.
That was his last game. We all cried. If we make a layup, we win that game. We're going to the state tournament. But it wasn't to be.
It wasn't to be. Now, you leave Valley. You go to Greenville. Okay, and you had success there. I hear you have some players playing in the NBA now that play for Greenville. Is that's so?
That's true.
All right.
Definitely. I was saying yesterday, I was in a meeting with a young man, and I said to him, for whatever reason, the good Lord has always smiled on me. Okay. And with athletes, everywhere I've been, there have been people that could actually play. When I went to Greenville, we found a great group of athletes. And Kentavious Caldwell Pope, presently playing in the NBA, was on the last team that I coached in Greenville. He plays with the Detroit Pistons. And also Mario Alford played on that team. He was my point guard, plays with the Cincinnati Bengals in football.
Good deal.
So, you know, I've always been surrounded with good athletes. And somebody asked me, said, Coach, why is it that you always, everywhere you've been, there's always athletes? I said, well, one thing I think the good Lord knows who can coach and who need athletes.
I got you. They go hand in hand.
Yes, that's right.
Now, you coached for Valley so many years. Okay, you went to Greenville. What was it like? Okay, you probably had a lot of people upset when you you went to the arch rival and you became the head coach at Lanett. What was that transition like, knowing that you had coached at Valley so many years and you walk into the Lanett system?
Well, you got to deal with your family first.
Okay.
You got to deal with my daughters who said, "Daddy, you couldn't. You can't.
You can't."
Daddy, you gonna do that, Daddy? And we wound up. I said, "Yes, I'm gonna do it." And then everybody that see me on the street, they'll give you the joking type thing about you going from Valley to Lanett, but then all at the same time they're saying congratulations.
Right.
We're really proud of you. We're thankful, and we know you're gonna do a good job there. And it was an easy transition.
Easy transition.
Because even though we are a rivalry, the people in the Valley are just one family.
They are.
They're just one big family. And I mean, it's only on the field or on the court that we have this burning desire to outdo the other. Okay. But at the same time, if we were in the trenches, we're going to fight. You're going to fight. We're going to fight together.
Okay. All right. All right, Coach, I'm going to take you back to when I came to your first game this year when you played Valley at Lanett. And I don't know if God just spoke this to me or what, but when I saw your guys warming up, I was like, this is the team. This is the team. I know you had a lot of great ones. And I told you that. I sent you a text, Facebook, and I said, this is the team. When did you ever know that this was a team? You had a lot of great teams. Talent-wise, a lot of great teams could have won championships, Valley, Greenville, and Lanett. Did you ever get a sense of this is the team?
I think early on, we had a real sense that this would be a great basketball team. And like you said, in the past, we've had great teams. We've had senior teams. We've had teams. One team, when I was at Valley, there were 14 players on that team. 14 of them got scholarships. They were seniors. One of the really, really good basketball teams we've had. But then this team right here, there was something kind of special about them.
Yes, it was.
Something about this group of young men that when we went to Huntsville back in November, they were playing against schools that were much, much larger, schools with 2,500 or more students in it. The smallest school we played against up there was a school with 1,500 students. And you know, here we are, Lanett, with just over 300. You know, and we competed, but not only competed, we finished second in that tournament. And the team that won that tournament was ranked number 22 in the nation, and they beat us by 5, and we should have won that game. So I felt real good about them. The one thing that I think that we kept talking about all season long, it's about we. And not me. And if we could just keep that in our head, that it's we. If we stay together, we play together, and do that, then we were going to be successful. And a lot of people saw that. Okay. What I really hate was that a lot of people didn't get to see us early on. Right. Then they would have followed us early on. Right. Right. The teams in the past were experienced teams. And I said to a guy yesterday, this is probably the youngest team that I've had. Wow. And they did it. They did it. They did it. I mean, they went all the way. We started this year 1 senior, 3 sophomores, and a freshman. And that's young. Very young. And so this is a good basketball team. I might inject here also that a lot of people always want to ask, Coach, which was the best team you had? Well, I was going to put you on the spot with that later on, so you can go ahead and get in trouble with that now. Well, the best team I've ever had is the one that I just coached, because they won a state championship. I got you. Okay. 45 years of coaching, and you're still coaching. Did you need a state championship? Honestly, did you need a state championship to validate you as being a successful coach? No. Okay. I don't think so. I really don't. That was a burning desire inside of me. But I think what validated me a long time ago was when I realized that God gave me a mission. And I sit down sometime and I try to think back over the lives of the young men that I've touched in my years of coaching. And I've coached over 80 young men that's in the ministry.
80?
80. And I'm not talking about just black. I'm talking about black, white. Recently, I met Bruce M. Finker. He's in the ministry.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
I met my God, I can't call his name right now. But they are in the ministry. I think that validated me because of what I tried to teach beyond the game of basketball. I think there are a lot of guys that coached a lot longer than I have, won a lot more state championships, and I don't know whether their record will speak that way. But my closest friend, Roosevelt Sanders, who really taught me a lot of basketball, he cannot say that he's had people to go on to play in the NFL and in the NBA. I have. Those things help to validate my success. Not only that, one of the things that Coach Dunn taught me was to be a tough disciplinarian.
Right.
A tough disciplinarian, not only on the court, but in the classroom. My success has been validated by the young people that have gone on, that are doctors, nurses, lawyers, teachers. Those are the things that validated me. State championship was just something personal. Personal.
Okay. Also, I received another prophecy on the way to Birmingham, and that prophecy was everybody's gonna play today. I didn't tell you that before you came out of the gym. No, I didn't want to start you like that. The clock is winding down. You have a huge lead, and you're going to win the game. Once that clock struck 0, what was the first thing, if you can remember, what was the first thing you thought about?
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord. And I can remember exactly what I said. Finally. Finally.
Did it feel like a weight was lifted off of you?
You know,
and that may be too.
And I don't know whether that was the way I felt, but you know, I had a lot of friends that won a lot of state championships, and you know, I wanted it. I wanted it, but not only did I want it, I wanted it for me. I wanted it for all the people that went before me. I thought about Coach Dunn. I mean how we wanted it. I thought about my daddy and how he wanted it, and my uncles and to give you for instance, I got a phone call, and I didn't answer the phone.
Right.
And one of the people that called me was my cousin from Atlanta. Believe it or not, people all over this country, from California to the Keys in Florida, was watching that game over the internet.
Right.
And one of the phone call messages said to me, and it was my cousin Jesse, who lives in Atlanta, and he was screaming in the phone, "Richard, you did it! You did it for all of us!" And I mean, when we got back to Lanett, the first somebody I saw when I got off the bus was Eugene Bailey, a former Lanett great, and he ran to me with tears running down his cheek, crying. I meet people every day in the grocery store. They still cry because, you know, we waited a long time.
A long time, and you're right. It was in our Valley High School class act. I saw their marquee, "Good Luck Panthers."
They were there.
Lafayette.
They were there.
Probably Greenville.
They were there. They were there. I had a friend that drove from Greenville, watched us play in the afternoon, and drove to Macon, Georgia that night to watch Manchester to see them play. They were playing for state championship that night. They were all there, and those that weren't there, they were watching it on the internet. It was a great day.
Wow.
Great day.
Wow. And the kids don't even know what's going on. Have they realized what hit them yet? Because we got them on tape being very comical, just being little boys.
You know, I still say, I don't think they realize yet what has happened. They know they won a state championship, but in all, you know what they were doing? They were just playing basketball.
Just playing basketball.
That's all. It's a game. That's all it is. It's a game. But we as adults try to make it something much, much bigger than what it really is. To
Okay.
them, it's a game.
Okay.
And hey, and that's the way I want. I hope they keep it that way.
Keep it that way.
Yeah.
Because there'll be more championships to come.
Oh boy.
Okay. 2A State Coach of the Year. After you won the championship, did that ever cross your mind that you may get selected for that?
No, I listen. Personal things like that don't mean much. That don't mean much to me. I mean, people always talk to me about the Hall of Fame. I said, well, let me tell you about me in the Hall of Fame. Ain't but one I want to get in.
Ain't but one you want to get in.
Ain't but one I want to get in.
That's the main one.
The state of Alabama's Hall of Fame would be a great honor, but the one I want to get in is in heaven. That's the one I'm striving for.
Wow, awesome. And one last question, and we'll take a commercial break. Heard that you got you guys together earlier in the year, and you brought them over for questionnaire segments and ate pizza and drunk sodas. Do you think that was influential in gelling them together as a group?
I think that it helped a lot, because one of the things that Coach Dunn always taught us, you got to be like a family. And that was the type of atmosphere I was trying to bring within us. The we part of the me, of that phrase, we not me, is to bring us together as a family. And we slept together, and we cried together, and we had a little questioning game that we played, where as you know, you played basketball for me. You know, one of the things you have to learn how to do, you got to learn how to trust your teammate. Right. And so one of the things we'd ask is, if you was in a dark alley and you got in a fight, which one of your teammates would you want to be there with you? Wow. Or which one of your teammates would you trust with your girlfriend? You know, things of that nature.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And,
all right, Coach, we're going to have to pause and take a commercial break, and we're going to bring back your special guest that you wanted to come on the show with you today. More of Coach Richard Carter when we come back from the commercial break.
Rogers Barbecue in LaGrange has been locally owned and operated since 1945. They have daily lunch specials for only $6.62, and that includes your drink and dessert. Tuesday nights from 5 to close is all-you-can-eat ribs. Thursday, Rogers has all-you-can-eat catfish, which, along with their stew, is famous throughout the region, and they proudly serve only U.S. farm-raised catfish. Dine in or use their convenient drive-thru, Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 117 New Franklin Road in LaGrange. Come join the crowd at Rogers Barbecue.
Coldwell Banker Spinks Brown Duran Realtors is the market leader in residential and commercial sales. With over 40 years in the community and 2 offices located in LaGrange and West Point, our knowledgeable and professional sales agents can assist you in both Georgia and Alabama. Whether purchasing or selling a home, commercial property, or land, Coldwell Banker Spinks Brown Duran Realtors is the obvious choice to serve you. View our listings online at www.spinksbrownduran.com and contact us today so we can help with all of your real estate needs.
Welcome to America's Mattress, the area's largest mattress showroom within 50 miles, and it's located right here on the Parkway in LaGrange, Georgia. Here at America's Mattress, we have 7 different iComfort memory foam mattresses on display, 7 different iSeries hybrids on display, 7 different Perfect Sleepers on display, and 17 other models by Serta on display. We also have 6 different adjustable bases on display. America's Mattress carries the Dr. Green that is designed for people with back problems. America's Mattress also carries both mattresses that our Consumer Report recommends as the best innerspring and best memory foam. So for the best mattresses at the lowest prices, shop America's Mattress here in LaGrange, Georgia on the Lafayette Parkway.
And welcome back to the Kevin Dunn Show. Our special guest, Coach Reverend Richard Carter today. Now we're joined by Coach Arthur Dunn, who was your mentor. Yes. And he deemed it necessary to have his mentor to be on the show with him today. And I'll ask you, I won't say Dad, I'll say Coach, what was it like when somebody you trained and came up under your tutelage wins a state championship? What did that mean to you?
Well, one thing, I was just as happy as Coach Carter was because he had meant so much to me, first as a student, because he was a student and he was on the first football team that we had at Rehoboth High School. And then when he finished Rehoboth in 1965. Then he went to college, and he got a job at the Bullock County Union Spring with Coach Sanders. And then Coach Sanders was an outstanding basketball coach. And he learned a lot from him. And when I found out that he was at Valley Junior High School, and that's when I first think about this is a good chance for me to retire sometime soon.
Okay.
They know that Coach Lockwood, that they asked him to come and help with the football team. And then when he came to Valley High School, that took a lot of pressure off of me. Because I knew that I was going to concentrate on offense and let him concentrate on defense. And he did a marvelous job on defense. There's no way that we could have won those games without him teaching defense to the students. And one thing about it, he knew a lot. 'Cause a lot of people say that Coach Carter was under you, that reason he won the state championship. That had nothing to do with it. He on his own.
Right.
And because he had good teaching, he put it on, because you learn from other coaches. But then you have to use what you think is best for your team, because those players, all of them, they are individual. So you got to do the best job. And one thing about loving that, because he had a fantastic family.
Right.
They all were Rehoboth diehards, you know. And when he won, and he said, "This is for all of us," I felt so happy. Because when my daughter brought me the picture of him crying, I said, that's just joy, because it's something he wanted to do for the longest. And one thing I'm very much impressed with him, like I said, winning is all right, but it's not everything.
Right.
Everything is teaching people not the game of sport, but the game of life. And he did a wonderful job in doing that, which he's doing right now. And one thing about it, I tried to help him in math. Now what he done, he teach me to be saved
I got you.
to meet my Savior, which is all about. And that's when I'm just so happy.
All right. Well, Coach, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Dad, thank you for coming again.
Okay.
Same time next year, and the next year after that, because there's probably 3 more championships at least before he retires. All right.
Because you know I didn't want to come up here.
All right, we got to go. You can't say that. All right. Thank you for watching, and hope you have a great day.